welcome to Math for this lovely Wednesday. For math today, we are really going to be testing ourselves for how well we can do the subtraction strategy independently and how quickly we can do it and if we can do it in our heads. So today is a fast challenge day. We're going to be reviewing everything we've done before, but doing all of it. But before we do subtraction, we need to be remembering that addition we've been practicing. So we're going to, again, have two addition problems, and we're going to solve them two different ways to make sure this skill is also fresh in our brain. So first up, we have 46 plus 3. 46 plus 3. What is the answer to 46 plus 3? You know how to solve this in your head? By adding what's in the same place. That is 49. 6 plus 3 is 9. So 46 plus 3 is 49. We solved this problem using what strategy? What knowledge did we use? Our place value knowledge, because we added numbers that were in the same place. Exactly, super scholars. Okay, let's look at this second problem that we're going to solve a different way. 46 plus 8. 46 plus 8. Ooh, how are we going to solve this problem? If I try and add 6 and 8 together, because they're in the same place, that's bigger than 10. That's a big problem. So I'm going to solve it a different way. I want to solve it by turning 46 plus 8 into a 10 plus that. So how am I going to do that? What am I going to do? I'm going to turn 46 into its next 10, which is 50. And what did I use to make 46 a 50? What did I add? We need a 4, and where did we get that 4 from? We got it from the 8, because we know 46 plus 4 equals 50. So we have part of our 10 plus fact. What else do we need to add? 50 plus 4. And where does this 4 come from? 46 plus 8 is 50 plus 4. But where's this other 4 from? It's from within the 8. We already used the 4 to make 46 a 50. So we have to add what's left over to get our answer. So second grade, what is 56 plus 8? It's 54, which is the same thing as 50 plus 4. I'm going through these problems a little bit quicker because that's what we're working towards. It's important to write down all the steps, but our ultimate big goal is to be able to do this in our heads. So great job working with our addition problems to warm up that math brain. Let's check out our learning target for today. So second grade, like I said before, we are really challenging ourselves today and trying to move up to do these quicker and in our heads. So our learning target is, I can solve any two-digit subtraction equation with the take from 10 strategy. So today, we're solving any two-digit subtraction problem. So that could be 11, that could be 50, or that could be 98. We've been practicing how to subtract from all of these kinds of numbers. And today, we're going to mix them all up and practice switching between each one. And today, Super Scholars, I know that so many of us have been doing such an awesome job with taking out from 10 strategy. So today, there's an extra challenge with our lesson. So we have two levels you can work on today. 1 star means throughout this video, you are going to continue to write out the steps for each problem. You're going to keep working to write out the steps. But if you are feeling really confident in this, I challenge you to go to level 2, which is to solve in your head. That means your challenge is to no longer write it down. You're really going to be working on that mental math skill and just solving in your head. But this doesn't mean you're going to solve it any other way. I know there's a lot of ways to solve these problems, but you're going to solve in your head by taking out a 10. So just what you've done, writing out the steps, you're going to try and do it just in your head by moving the numbers around in your brain. So for today's video, you have the choice what you think you need to work on right now. 1 star, you're going to continue writing out the steps, which is awesome. Or are you ready for the challenge of 2 stars to try and practice solving these just in your head? You can change between level 1 and 2 throughout this lesson if you want. It's your choice. But practice what is going to challenge you and grow that brain right now. Okay, Super Scholars, so we're going to get started, and I want you to have a whiteboard out if you need it. It can always be your backup if you're having trouble solving in your head. And today, to make it extra fun, we are going to be creating our own subtraction problems. That means I haven't written them out. We are going to be using random number generators to make our own subtraction problems. That means I don't even know what problems we're going to solve today. It's all going to be up to these random number generators that are going to spit out a number, and we're going to create our own subtraction problem. So we're putting a game into our subtraction math today. Are you ready to find out what problem are we going to solve first? Okay, so our first number will be, the sound makes me laugh. So we have 93. So we're going to do 93 minus what? Minus 7. We're doing 93 minus 7. Let's bring it up. Okay, we just created our first subtraction problem. I want everyone to solve 93 minus 7. You're going to take the time right now to solve this on your own. You're going to pause the video, and either you're going to solve this by writing out the steps or solving it in your head. Then you're going to come back to the video and check if it's correct. Are you ready? Okay, pause. Okay, how did you do solving the equation? Did you pick the right level for yourself? Let's check our answer. Okay, Super Scholars, let me explain to you what I did to solve this problem. So, to make it simpler for myself, I used a 10 from the 93 and subtracted the 7 from it instead. When I did that, I got a 3. Then I knew I needed to add what was left over to the 3. I got that from finding what is left in our 93, which was 83. So I added what was left over together, and 83 plus 3 equals 86. I found my answer. 93 minus 7 equals 86. So, how did you do? Were you writing or solving it in your head? So, now is your time to check yourself. Which way are you going to try for the next problem? Okay, so if you have a whiteboard, I want you to reset, and we're going to go back to our little cakes and make a brand new equation. Okay, here we go. Okay, we had 93. What's going to be our next number? Let's see. It is 57. 57 is going to be our starting number, and then we are going to take away minus 8. So either you're going to write it down on your whiteboard or try to do the take out 10 strategy in your head. Either way, I want you to pause this video right now, work on it on your own, and then come back to check. Here we go. Awesome. We are done with our second problem. Can you check? Did you get 49? Is that your answer, 49? Let's talk about how we solve this problem. So to solve 47 minus 8, what I did was I took out 10 and I subtracted the 8 from it. And 10 minus 8 equals 2. Then I knew I needed to add to the 2 what was left over. So what was left over was 47. So when I did 47 plus 2, I got our answer of 49. So 57 minus 8 equals 49. Would you look at that? Okay, so reset your brain or your whiteboard, and let's make up another brand new equation. But before we move on to another surprise equation, let's take a little movement break. So can you stand up, of course, out of your seat? Because you know it's time for this or that. So today in math, my question for you is, would you prefer to go on a bouncy house or a jumper? If so, you're going to touch the ceiling. Or would you rather go on a trampoline? In that case, you're going to touch the ground. So your choice is between a jumper or a trampoline. What would you pick? I would pick the jumper, so I'm going to touch the ceiling 5 times. Are you ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That is it. So let's go ahead and sit back down. Thank you for moving your bodies. And what is our next surprise equation? Okay, I can't wait to see what is next. Let's look. We are going to start with 71. And in 71, we're going to take away what? Dun-dun-dun. We're going to take away 8. 71 minus 8. Okay, let's set it up. Here is our last and final challenge. So really see, maybe even this time you can do the whole problem in your head without writing anything down. Remember, we're using our take from 10 strategy with our mental math. So you're going to take the time to pause, go and solve 71 minus 8, and then come back to check. Okay, here you go. And we are back. Can you check yourself? Did you get 63? Was that your answer to 71 minus 8? So in this problem, we of course took from a 10 instead that we took out from the 71, and our answer was 2. Then we added 2 to what was left over from the 71. When we added the 2 parts that were left over, we got 63. And 71 minus 8 is 63. That is our big answer for our final problem. Awesome job working on this new, quicker time of doing math, 2nd grade. I love that we can keep improving and finding new ways to challenge ourselves. So now it's going to be your turn to try 2 more take from 10 problems on your own. But you're going to have a lot of options today. So let's take a look at what your task is. So don't be scared. There's 6 problems up here. But guess what? You get to pick 2. Of these 6 problems, you get to pick 2 that you want to solve. These problems are 85 minus 8, 61 minus 5, 50 minus 7, 18 minus 9, 60 minus 4, and 14 minus 6. You just only have to do 2 of these problems, and you get to pick which 2 you want to do. As well as picking which 2 problems you want to solve, you're also going to have the option to pick how you want to solve them. Everyone is going to take a video of them explaining their answer. No matter which way you pick, you will need to talk about exactly how you got your answer. You will need to explain why that answer is correct and how you used the Take Out 10 strategy. So you can either write out the steps and talk it through as you're writing it, or you can explain the steps just in your head. But if you choose level 2, you cannot just tell me the answer. You need to walk through how you solved the problem by taking from the 10 and making simpler equations. This is definitely a challenge level. So if you choose level 2, you need to be really careful and work slowly as you're talking about the Take Out 10 strategy. So everyone's gonna make that video of you explaining, but either you're gonna write it out or just solve it as you're talking. And you're gonna do that with 2 of these equations. Pick 2 and decide how you're going to solve it. But everyone will have a video and you will talk exactly how you got the answer. Okay, Super Scholars, I'm super excited to give you choice and a challenge today. So go ahead, remember, take it slow, check your work, and I can't wait to see your math skills.